This week I'm introducing a behemoth of the mammal world to the tanks of the reptile world. It's Tortoise meet Rhino in Wild Warrior's largest release ever.
Now, this all started this morning by a message which came on our Lorraine Neighbourhood Watch.
Suzette volunteers for Port Elizabeth Animal Rescue, and today she picked up a few huge tortoises.
All tortoise species in South Africa are protected species. They may not be kept in captivity without a permit. They may not be taken out the wild, they may not be hunted or killed, etc. These tortoises were all kept illegally.
They basically are using the tortoises as a guard dog. They basically chain them that they don't walk away.
The people that take them make no attempt to feed them. So most of the time they live in a tiny, bare little patch without any greens or any food, a lot of the time without water, and they stay there for a couple of months and then they die.
So the first priority today is to get these guys some food, which is why we brought them here, to Samantha's house.
She's got a shorter tail and she's got the flat carapace, so it is a girl, and the males have got a sort of concave.
She's an expert in tortoise rehabilitation. In fact, she's already got a few leopard tortoises on the property. She's got some of the tortoises' favorite food, cactus.
You can see that these tortoises have had no greens in an age. Look how they're going totally berserk at the sight of something green and soft and juicy. Probably haven't been given water, they've had to rely on the bit of rainfall that occurs. This tortoise is prickly thin, this one here. But I mean, they are, look at it, it's ridiculous. They are so hungry they actually don't know what to do with themselves.
Through the magic of YouTube, we're going to check back with these guys in a few months. Hopefully Samantha will have fattened them up nicely for release. It's been a second for you, but it's been 2 months for us. They look so much healthier. You can see their eating's a bit more relaxed. They aren't frantic anymore. That little furry guy's a Hyrax. Last week's episode is all about him, so you can check that video out at the end of this video. I think it's definitely time to let them go. Here's how I know. We've got a male chasing a female around, and we've got the aftermath of a fight.
Jeez, they're mean, eh? They're all mean.
Little boys fighting.
If they're feeling frisky, they're healthy enough to be released. But before we pack them up, there's something adorable you should see. Some of the tortoises we're releasing today have had little guys of their own. These are 4-week-olds from some of Samantha's more long-term rescues. When they're a bit bigger, we'll release them so they can spend the next 40 years growing as big as their dad. In addition to the leopards, we've got one other familiar face here. Here is your leopard or mountain tortoise, and here's your ungulate. Loyal viewers will recognize the ungulates from a rescue last month when a fire tore across the University Reserve. Now they're ready to get back into the wild, so a group of ungulates will be joining the release. Let's get these big guys packed away.
See ya? The family dog or whatever got bored, gave a good chew. This is like back-breaking work. Tortoise carrying. Big guy, keep your feet in. I want to give you a little gentle push. Join the gang, no fighting on the back, please. Be a short trip. The size of the tortoise doesn't necessarily indicate the age. They're very much like trees. If you look at the shell, you can see the age. And this one's probably a good 50 years old. Have you got the rest of the gangs?
The little guys will get their own box so they don't get crushed by the leopards.
Obviously this is not ideal, but the trip's going to take 5 minutes, so they're going to have to endure a little bit of discomfort before release.
It's so easy to move these guys, which is why they are so lucrative in the illegal pet trade. Smugglers will literally stack them on top of each other in a crate and ship them without food or water. So here's my PSA. If you want a pet tortoise, do your homework and make sure it wasn't stolen from the wild by smugglers. Not only does it destroy the ecosystem, but the tortoise you buy will have been through awful conditions to get you. Tortoises all over Europe and America are sold with fake permits, so please do your homework. Lucky for these guys, they'll be in this box for a few minutes. Let's go release some tortoises. This is Krakakama Game Park. It's great habitat for tortoises. And it's got some locals who my friend Garnet protects very carefully.
For us, it's all creatures, you know, big and small, you know.
Back in the car, Arnold, so you can get...
Just hold Chucky. Chucky's determined to get us off a rhino. Oh my God. Chucky, stay.
These guys have come to check us out, so I think we'll be safe to release the tortoises here as long as we don't approach them.
Kind of very much like the tortoises, eh? Relics of a bygone age. Look at them. You just put the box down so long, and then I'm going to start getting the big guys off. I think they're getting a little bit warm now, so it's time for them to go. It's time to release them.
We're releasing them all together, but over the next few days they'll wander into their own separate territories.
Chucky, enough. Chucky actually wants to take a rhino on.
It's nice to see these guys back where they belong. We've got illegal pets, victims of car strikes, dog attacks, and brush fire. But out here, they're all getting a second chance.
And of course, here come the little cousins. But these guys generally are on steroids. They go like the clappers. There we go, there we go. That one got a good dose of steroids. This is the tortoise race. Off you go. The tortoise and the rhino are very similar in their own way. They're kind of a reminder of a time when life was a lot simpler. Ancient means ancient. Look at a little sniff. That's a little welcome. They're creatures that, because of their very design and their nature, suffer tremendously at the hands of man. The rhino, not being the wariest and most clever of creatures, gets poached regularly. Tortoises are just slow moving, so they're naturally easily predated on by man. So there's a distinct similarity between the two, actually. No, you're going that way. You are going that way. Off you go.
If you like this video, please click like. And if you want to see more animals get their shot at freedom, please hit subscribe. That way you'll get notified next week when I take part in a bust. Just when I thought I was safe.